Good morning, Mrs. Chamberlain.
Oh, hi. Hi, Jonathan.
What is that you're doing?
Oh, I don't think you'd be interested. Well, I'm making up an alphabet book for Stacy.
I see. May I ask what you make up an alphabet book?
Sure. I cut out, like, bright pictures, like a T for turtle, L for lion, and then I put them in a book and help Stacy learn to read.
Oh.
What does O mean?
Would you like some help?
Oh, I don't think you really want to do this. You probably want to fiddle with your computers.
Learning to read is a very difficult understanding. Children need all the help they can get. Would you happen to have another pair of scissors?
Sure. I guess. Use those.
Aha! Here's a splendid picture of a snake.
Oh, no snakes. No snakes.
That is a good S word, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh, my. You two look very industrious this morning.
Well, Jonathan is helping me with Stacy's alphabet book.
Oh. I'll get it. Hello? Yes? Just a moment. Nola, it's for you.
Oh, okay. Oh. Why don't you finish cutting out this turtle and try not to chop off its head? Okay. Hello? Yeah? Oh, what time? Oh, okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, see you later. Bye. Strange.
Hmm?
Well, I was at the pediatrician's office calling to confirm AJ's appointment this morning.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't change it or anything. I thought I had it set for next week.
Well, perhaps you're getting just as absent-minded as your professor husband, hmm? There we go. Turtle's cut out, head intact. I'll have that little talk with Jonathan now.
Oh, well, actually, he hasn't been as bad as he was yesterday,
All right. We'll see how things go.
All right. Listen, I have to get going. I'll see you later.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, Jonathan, it looks like it'll be just the two of us this morning. A brilliant idea, Jonathan.
Not brilliant, Dr. Chamberlain. A simple suggestion. Merely that by utilizing the alternate bank and recording your findings by genus alone, it would facilitate the procedure while at the same time affording you a second means of cross-referencing.
Yes. That would be of extreme help in the classification of certain artifacts whose origins are disputed.
I imagine you run into those problems a lot, especially in such areas as the ruins in Tankir and the Temple of Gold.
You know about those?
I believe I've read everything on the subjects.
I'm amazed, Jonathan. When do you have the time to read?
I always have time for things that interest me. Your wife is related to Dr. James Reardon, isn't she?
Why, yes, she is.
He's the eldest. She's the youngest one of 7.
That's right.
The Reardons are quite family-oriented, aren't they?
Why, yes, they are. Why?
Are you familiar with Ohio's Great Serpent Mound?
Oh, of course I am. You're referring to the Adena culture, are you not?
Yes. I've been meaning to check into that the possibility that...
Oh, there you are. You'll never believe what happened. I am so angry I could just spit. I can't believe it. We drive all the way out there and to find out the whole thing was a mistake. His appointment is not until next week. We got there. The nurse was all confused. She thought I had called up to change the appointment. She also thought it was strange that his shots aren't due for another week. We made the whole trip out there, and the whole thing was a mistake. It was a waste of time. I can't believe it.
Well, that is strange. Perhaps you just forgot.
I would remember doing something like that, wouldn't I?
Oh, I suppose so. But if you didn't make the call, then who did?
Look, Quentin, this is your lab. You should not have to move things for his little toys.
They're hardly toys, Nola. And where do you suggest I put them? In the living room?
Put him on the front stoop.
Here's Herman.
Who's Herman?
Herman Hollerith. He developed the first data processing system. It was used in the 1890 U.S. Census.
I see.
Where can I put Herman?
Well, you could have Quentin move all of his stuff out into the hall. You see, it's happening. He and his little friends are taking over our whole house. Well, I just don't care how smart he is or how well-traveled he is still a little boy.
He's a very mature 12, Nola.
He may be up here, but he's still a kid. I mean, look at the way he talks to those things like they're imaginary friends or something.
To him, they are not imaginary.
Well, how is that different from a stuffed animal or a puppy or something?
Nola, what is your point?
My point, Quentin, is that he talks like an adult, but he does not act like one. No adult would come to our front doorstep, move right in, and take over. Now, a kid would think that would be really funny.
Or long-lost relatives looking for money?
Quentin, that's not funny. You know he has very, very bad manners.
Well, he just doesn't know any better, Nola.
Well, see, that's my point. He's a kid. He was never taught that stuff. Case closed.
Nola, I remember when I was his age, 12, they tried to get me to go to bed. I could never understand why they forced me to do it.
Well, because you probably would run yourself ragged until you dropped.
Absolutely.
Now, with me, it was a different story. I probably would have died of scurvy or something like that. I hated vegetables, and Mom made me eat them.
Oh, I'm awfully glad she did.
No, now, come on, now. He is the same thing. He doesn't like that green stuff either, you know.
You know, I have noticed a lack of vegetation on his plate at mealtime.
You know, Quentin, we've just got to set down some rules. He can't do what he likes whenever he likes. What if he should get sick or something? It would be our responsibility, you know.
All right, Nola, what kind of rules do you suggest we lay down for him?
Well, I don't know. I mean, well, he shouldn't spend all the time over these overgrown television sets.
Television. It's almost time for Jim's interview. Where did
Well,
we
what
put the
time-
television?
Oh, I don't know. Was it today that it was on?
Yes,
I'd sure like to be. Maybe it's in here. I'd sure like to be on television,
here it
you
is.
know?
Yeah.
Be interviewed. Maybe you could set something up like with the kids that, you know. Oh, I'm glad we agreed on this thing, you know, because if he's going to live in this house, then he should live in it as a kid, not an adult.
These are the rest of the programs, Quint. I thought you'd be interested in some. This one pertains particularly to what you're doing.
I'll look at it later, Jonathan. Right now, we're going to watch Nola's brother on television being interviewed. Let's
Now,
see.
what channel was it on?
Here, let me put it on.
Well, here.
With Dr. Jim Reardon at Tony and Company, a friendly neighborhood bar on 7th Street, which is owned and operated by Dr. Reardon's brother.
Jonathan, do you have a minute to talk?
Yes, Quint. What is it?
Well, first of all, let me say that in spite of your rather unorthodox arrival, I'm very glad you're here. But there are certain points that we should clear up.
What points?
Well, as a scientist, it's my duty to ask questions. But over the years, I found it's useless to ask those questions at the wrong time or in the wrong order. And the only way we can find the right time or the right order is to study the object in question.
You're studying this.
Precisely. And I intend on getting some answers.
Of course.
Nola, however...
Isn't a scientist.
No. To Nola, a rose is a rose is a rose.
And a boy is a boy is a boy.
Well, in a way. She's often right. Now, that doesn't mean, Jonathan, that you have to join the Little League or anything like that.
I'm aware that someone with an artistic right-brain temperament like Nola's would find it difficult to understand left-brain scientists such as ourselves.
Yes, but Nola may understand things about us that we don't understand ourselves.
Oh.
Well, look, Jonathan, what I'm trying to say is that Nola may be very intuitive, but at times she must be interpreted.
You mean humored?
No, I mean listen to, and listen to very carefully. Now, one can learn a great deal from Nola. And I'm sure that as time goes on and you get to know Nola better and she gets to know you both are going to find out just how alike you both really are.